I just always, whatever game I play, it doesn't matter what it is, I will always prefer first person. If you give me the option, I will always choose. And whenever I play games like, I don't mind third person, like Arc Raiders is third person, that's fine. I would prefer it if Arc Raiders was first person. I love Cyberpunk. I know, get some people like, I can't play Cyberpunk because it's not first person, or because it's not third person. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. Everybody has preferences. But I'm very happy that we have games that do different things. I really liked the way they approached Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, because Indiana Jones and the Great Circle had first-person gameplay with third-person cutscenes and third-person like moments of action, like traversal and stuff. And I think that's a great way to do it because you're mixing both. And then every game has photo mode these days, so the idea that, oh, I need third person to see my character, not really. That's what photo mode is for. And games that do a really good photo mode provide that need while also providing that first person immersion. Dance, learn. Ooh, I don't know what this is. Dance, learn. I need to see what these are. It's the apprentice, the mage, the something. Apprentice. Children. Okay, so children, apprentice, master? We definitely have an apprentice and the mage. Ritual. Cast a forever spell. So, ritual, apprentice, mage. Ritual. Apprentice. Mage. But I think the best thing a game can do is offer both, if they can. If you can do it like this game, where you offer both POVs, I think that like is the best solution, because you're providing more. I'm always a fan of more player agency, period. The more options you give players, the better. That's why I love like adjustable difficulty. It's great. Those things are great. The more options you give players, the better.
You've done it! The barrier is almost broken. As you broke each of the spinner's bonds, I could feel the energy dispersing. I'm almost through.
What's next?
We must confront the Hound, but I have grim news.
Oh no.
The Hound has somehow enthralled the Green Lady's spirit. That's why the wards against my entry were so strong. She's in the audience hall, fighting to repair the damage you've done.
What can we do?
Give me the silver shards. They contain the essence of the three spinners' stories. I can use them to overcome the Hound's spell, but only if I can. She's a warrior, first and foremost, and will abandon her repairs to confront.
Exactly.
Then I'll be able to break through the
Gerard.
barrier.
I love.
Of course,
Yeah, like
if the Hound
I think
wants
No
to
Man's
before
Sky
I
does a good
can.
job of it as well. So does
Best
Minecraft.
not to think of that.
Like having options at the server level, like Enshrouded does, or customizable options like you get in No Man's Sky, where you can say, or Minecraft, where you can say, I want to go creative mode because I just want to build shit today. Or maybe today I feel like I want to do that survival mode challenge. Or maybe today I feel like I want to up that challenge and make things even more difficult, make resources more scarce. I like games that, like, the more options you give players, the better. By the way, this what is it called? Hyrule or whatever I've been seeing. Like, I didn't know anything about it. It's like some sort of Minecraft thing. Like 4 years ago, it sold, and then the original owners just bought it back, and they're putting it back into active development. And they've been talking about, like, it's going to be a $20 price point. they're starting with the build from 4 years ago, and they're going to be fleshing that out from there. And they've got 10 years of funding already squared away, supposedly, with a 50-man development team. Was it Hyrule or no? It's Hyrule. Hyrule is Zelda. What the hell is this game called? Hytale. Sorry, Hyrule is Zelda. I am really intrigued by this Hytale game, which is like it's like an upgraded version of Minecraft, right? I'm really looking into this. Like, I'm definitely gonna buy it. It's supposed to, I think, gonna go on sale maybe next week. Um, and we'll be able to get into the early access, I think. Um, yeah, they just announced yesterday it's gonna be $20. They're gonna have founder packs. You can start for $20, but you can go up um, from there. I'll probably get the founders pack, to be honest with you, for $70 or whatever. But it looks genuinely like a lot of fun. And I like. Hang on, we're gonna get sidetracked real quick together, everybody. Hang on a minute. Let me open this up. Here we go. Like I've been just like looking at their little videos, and I'm down for this. Like, and this is what I think a lot of the sweaties from like all these PvP games are never gonna get. Is like I like just playing little things like this, where it's like it's just a little chill crafting survival game. But we were talking about Enshrouded and the ability to like they've already talked about how they're doing the same thing that Minecraft is doing, where you're gonna be able to mod your servers and you'll be able to go in there and set your permissions up and do everything you want to do at the server level. Um, there's a 16-minute new footage which I haven't even watched yet. This is on my agenda. We might watch this and react to this today. Um, Hang on, it's being cranky about loading. My backwoods internet. Living in the boonies. I think it looks cool. I'm definitely interested in like playing it first person or third person. Like, and it's obviously way more refined than Minecraft. It's got way more options. It's got the radial menu. I've had a lot of fun playing Minecraft with my brother and his son. Like, why not? You know? Stuff like this. Play more games, kids. It's really what it comes down to. Play more games. It's not all about PvP. Some things in life are just about chopping down trees.
Together, the Green Lady and the Hound will be formidable. Take the ladder up from here.
Enshrouded 1.0 is going to be pretty awesome. I've had a great time in early access over the past couple few years. I think 1.0 is going to be really special. I also own Valheim, but I haven't touched it in forever, and I think the 1.0 of Valheim is going to be something special as well. Again, games that have options for people. Sylvanas Audience Hall, that's a cool image right there. That's when I wish I could draw. Defeat the Hound. Sorry, Green Lady.
How dare you threaten us? My true consort, you will not interfere.
I'm here, Waring. No one can stop our union now.
Green Lady, remember the Green Pact. Come to me.
No! We belong together!
We belong together. Not getting away from me that easy, bitch.
Turn to the pack, Royal Hunter. And good riddance to that. Waring, are you hurt?
The shadows lifted. For the first time in many moons, my spirit is my own.
God, I love her armor.
I can be my destiny again. Without your help, the Sylvanar might never have made it back. I hope I didn't injure you.
No, I'm good.
I embody the physical strength of the Bosma, but it proved useless against Hircine's magic. The Hound was once my dearest friend Orthorn. Despite everything,
Yeah,
I thought I
and
could
Shrouded's
help him
great.
change his destructive course. I was wrong.
The new edition, like, I've purposefully not touched it since they added the Way of Water or whatever it's called, because I'm like, you know what, they're so close to launch now, and I still haven't seen so much of what they've introduced, because I hadn't played in like a year and a half, and I picked it up a couple months back. I was starting to get into it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm never going to get caught up with Way of Water. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to wait for 1.0. And then I think when 1.0 comes out, what I might do, I haven't done this in a while, but what I might do is, because you can have private servers. I know Bubbleonia has been hosting a private server for a while, but I think when it comes time to play 1.0, I'm probably going to go ahead and get a private server for Enshrouded. And I'll probably just prepay for like a year and let players go nuts on a private server and just see what we come up with in terms of community builds and, you know, settlements. And I just think that that could be a really fun group project, and could be a lot of fun. I also like the fact that because it's limited space, you know, there's only so many people that can join. I could sort of, you know, we could just reserve those spots for existing community members, and the people who are there for the right reasons, you know, can hop on and go forth and have fun and Enshrouded together. Because it is a really special game, and I think that the city building in particular is some of the best I've ever seen, in like a crafting building game. Like the modular aspect of being able to like go in there and like modularly adjust all of the walls and rooftops and everything, so that you have like the base things you can build with, but then you can go in and modify those to build your own things, is really cool. Also, I will say that Voyages of Nera is coming along nicely. Like, they just did an early access development stream the other day where they're adding modular building of boats. So you have the initial boats that you can build in early access right now, but they're going to be adding in the ability for players to modularly build their own boats. And they showed off in real time on their dev server like what it looks like having a group of like 3 players together who are all working on building a boat together, and they're like, it's all being edited in real time, so you know, you could see what your friends are doing as they modify the boat build. It was really intense. So I think the tools are getting there where we're able to see more of those types of games coming into existence, where you have the freedom to go in and like modularly build things in a way that you couldn't do even 5-6 years ago, with crafting survival games. So
Hawthorne allowed me to think I could
I
reach
think the
him, but
next
his
5.
words were wrapped in
I mean,
Hercine's
every year.
magic as the
That's why
Hound.
gaming just keeps
They
getting
drew out
better
my
every
primal
year.
spirit, and I lusted for the hunt. I felt as the ancient Bosma
Technology.
must have
It
felt
allows us to do
before
cooler
the
things and
pact.
make more immersive games.
Retrieved the handfast. It was crafted in Belgard and sent here for the wedding ceremony. Fortunately, the spinners hid it away somewhere in the city to keep it from the Hound and me.
Where should I look?
Scout Onglith, chief of the Sylvanars hunters, should know.
Okay.
Wait! You can't start without this!
Wait. Come here. What are you doing? Oh, that was the... Okay, cool. Alright. Welcome to the wedding.
Take your rightful place in our celebration.
Thank you.
By the blood we consume, by the hills and vales we
Yeah,
protect,
YouTube changed
by
all the
spirit of
naming the other
Sylvanar
day,
and
so...
the body of the Green Lady become as one. Before Ifray and those guys,
It was yesterday or the
this
day before
generation,
YouTube changed all the
those who came before
naming
and go
again.
after, be joined. I've said enough. Go and be merry. The Handfest ritual is but one of the many ceremonies for this wedding. Look around, my friend. Without you, this joyous celebration could not be possible. Please, enjoy the hospitality of Sylvanar for as long as you like. Though I am certain your tale will draw you away from us soon. May your story be never-ending and always of interest.
Nice. Completed. Restore the Sylvanar. Who defeated the Hound and freed Sylvanar. Very cool. Now I wonder what the next... I like her outfit. I wonder what the next main quest is. Usually we get a prompt to go back and talk to the Queen again. Oh, there we go.
Quickly, before it's too late. The pain is bad enough. The surprise and betrayal, worse.
What happened here?
The main. We were escorting him to the handfast when something happened. He stumbled as we crossed the bridge. We stopped to help him and he just went mad. He attacked us with tooth and claw. And something else.
What?
Magic. Dark magic. The guards were dead before we could drive him. It off. It fled north. I think it's heading toward the march. You must find him. Stand back. I can cast a small spell. Find where he's headed. Search for him in Reaper's March near Fort Grimwatch. I sense his presence there.
Now, is this the natural continuation? Wait a head so speaker of main asked me to find. Let me go look at this.
We'll drink both Weston's rottenness until it's gone.
Hang on, I gotta go look up like quests here because I gotta figure out what is the natural progression of this. I don't know if it's this quest. Yeah, the Dark Main is the next quest. Okay. Alright, perfect. I just wanted to make sure that that was... Is there a place I can see? God, I hate opening up the Elder Scrolls fandom wiki because it like glitches everything out when I'm loading it. There's web page has so many ads. All right. This is the natural conclusion. Okay. Reaper's March is the final zone in the Altmeri Dominion's main quest storyline. Okay. This is what I'm looking for, is like a list of all of the quests. Ah, perfect. Here's somebody who has a WordPress website. Old school. There in Green Shade. We've already done this. Malibal Tour. The Dark Main. Perfect. And then after this, we get led to Reaper's March. And then that will be the end of the Altmeri Dominion quest lines. And then I'll be able to start working on DLC and expansion content. Perfect. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we've been plugging away at this stuff. All right. Ah, I still can't hire Foraging hire. That's gonna take forever. I don't care about that. No. Okay.
I've little time for talk.
Of course. I have been a Kuzri's.
Fort Grimwatch. I am moving along slowly but surely. Yep, yep, yep,
We'll
yep, yep.
drink Vault Weston's rot myth until it's gone.
Not in a rush. I've got... the entire holidays to play. We are going to get distracted in December for a little bit. We've got another RPG that we're going to be playing, a DLC for. A company reached out yesterday and were like, hey, do you want to do the DLC? And I went, fuck yeah, I want to do the DLC. We'll be getting sidetracked from time to time. And we're playing Arc Raiders and Cyberpunk 2077. Today, more than likely, the objective is going to be, after I get back from the dentist,
I will stay close to you.
I'm going to go
Tony.
play Arc Raiders for a
I
little
do
bit.
not wish to lose
And
my
then
wife.
after that, we're going to come back in the afternoon, and I'm going to play some Cyberpunk today. Because we haven't played Cyberpunk for about 3 days, so I want to get back to
And
my
they
holiday
buy
playthrough
them.
of that.
State your destination. I'll add you to the list.
Aldmeri Dominion,
Tell me.
Reaper's March. Oh, we're actually going to Reaper's March right now. New zone. All right. Go to Fort Grimwatch, which is where? Oh, I've already been up here for a different. Oh, you know what? I think this is where I was working on the getting this companion. So I actually have all the way shrines. Because when I was doing Zarathar's quests, I was here. Yeah, that's the exact reason I play in first-person Glyph, is because it's more immersive. And let's be honest, the way the game is designed these days, I don't have to worry about any of the AoEs or any of that stuff. I think the only fight I have even remotely felt challenged on was doing Molag Bal at level 30, whatever I was, 33 or something, 32. Like, I have, I think that might even be the only fight I've ever had to, drink potions on. There may have been 2 or 3 other times where I've been like running along and I've gathered like 15 or 20 mobs on me and I've had to drink a potion. But just generally speaking, I'm not here to be challenged. The game doesn't really challenge you. I'm here for immersive storylines and really badass voiceovers, and it provides me with exactly that. I don't actually care for the combat in this game that much. Like I said, I'm here for story, cutscenes, narrative dialogue, that kind of stuff. Not necessarily cutscenes, but you know what I mean, like narrative RPG stuff. It gives me that in spades. But yeah, I think that's the only time. So like, I know people have said, "Oh, you need to be in third person to see all the stuff going on," and I was like, "Why? Like, I don't need to dodge. There's nothing I have to get out of the way of. It's like, I can literally stand right in the middle of every single AoE that gets shoved my way, and it barely even budges my health meter. So, I suppose maybe if I was playing dungeons or raids, it might make a little more. There might be an argument to be made that, third person is better to stay out of the way of AoEs and stuff in raid settings or dungeon settings, but I'm not doing dungeons and raids, so in single player mode during the storylines, not once have I needed to worry about getting out of the way of an AoE, other than Molag Bal. That was a rough fight. And it wasn't even a difficult fight. It was like, once you learn his telegraphing, or his mechanics, it was literally just dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge. It was like a 15-minute. It was one of the most boring fights I've ever done in the history of me playing online MMOs. Because there was nothing to it. It was like 3 moves was all he did. And once I figured out the moves, it was just stay out of the way. He's going to do his thing where he jumps up and slams down. That does an AoE stun. Get away from that. He's going to do a frontal cone. Stay away from that. And then he's going to do those like multiple lightning blasts that stand. Those, I didn't even have to worry about those. I just stood there and soaked him. So every time he was sending out the multiple balls of lightning, I just stood there and just kept attacking. And they didn't even phase me. The only thing that hurt was the frontal AoE, because it would stun you. And then the thing when he jumps up and slams down and that stuns you. Other than those 2 things, Molag Bal was not hard at all. It was just stay away and occasionally drink a health potion. And then otherwise you just sit there for 15-20 minutes and repeat. It was the most boring thing I've done. I was commenting during the fight how I felt it was like one of the most ridiculously stupid, boring boss fights I've ever done in an MMO. And it was just like, the first time when I died, the first time it was just figuring out the mechanics. Once I figured out the mechanics, it was like, oh, this is stupid. Like, they've just given him 1.5 million hit points for this purpose of giving him 1.5 million hit points. This is dumb. Like, if the game has scaling, then Molag Bal should have scaled appropriately. And I feel like the scaling on him wasn't quite tweaked. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take away from my enjoyment of the game. But I can look at that one fight and say, yeah, that was, like, if you're going to have mechanics in a fight, give me something cool, like, you've got to flip these 4 levers to make him vulnerable, and then you have a 30-second window to do damage, and then he's going to go over here, and there's a stage 2, and but even that, for some people, that's going to be too complex, and they're not going to enjoy that, so it's, you're never going to make everybody happy.
Thank the Grail.
Anyway, the point of
Where
that was
are you coming
saying,
from? Sylvanar or Renfail?
if, in terms of too much going on around you, which is what Glyph TV was saying. I couldn't play first person mode when I played this. Felt like too much was going around and on me. It feels more immersive this way. It is more immersive this way, and I have found that you don't need to worry about what's going on around you because you don't get hurt. You don't take damage, at least in single player mode.
We were attacked, savaged by a dark creature, and I think it was a Khajiit, the Main. So, you haven't been briefed? News travels slower than honeymead in the field.
What's going on?
Damn it. Without reinforcements, Fort Grimwatch has fallen, and not from assault by an army. We were taken from within by Dramothra's spirits. It was the Main that let them loose. I'm not the one to tell the tale. The Lunar champions themselves are leading the fight to hold the fort. Let me take you to Shazar. She can tell you what you need to know.
Lead the way.
Follow me. There are just a few of us left. I don't know how much longer we can hold. The Colovians were at our doorstep. Ask Shazar about that. Now, some of them are hiding within the fort. Shazar is up here. Mind your feet. Shazar, we've got a new ally.
Huzzah! Sorry, Shazah! Ooh, I like her. Well, I like the effect on her staff.
Bright moons light your path.
I don't like the staff itself.
You
That
have
effect is
chosen a
cool.
particularly poor day to visit the Grimwatch.
I like her voiceover. Can you explain what's happening here?
Shaza will tell you what she can. This one and her sister arrived just a few days ago. We came to Grimwatch on news of the Colovian invasion from the north. A siege sat at the fort's front gate.
The scout said something about spirits?
Indeed. We had just begun to
Oh
push
yeah,
back
if you haven't
against
played
the
since
invaders
launch,
when a dark
it's
spot
completely
appeared in the
different these
sky.
days.
The Main. Shaza and her sister have known Akuzri for years. He pulsed with dark energies and spoke in a profane voice.
And what happened then?
The Main merely gestured, and the earth shook beneath our feet. The ground split open, and ruins thrust up from deep underground. Dark spirits, the children of Lorkaj boiled up from the depths. Dromatra.
What do you need me to do?
Sharp claws on you. Yes. We need to destroy the spirit wells that have opened within our walls. Break their grasp on Grimwatch. Cleanse the fort. And we can go find Kali. I'm with you. Strange how this one feels an instant connection with you. Fast friendships formed in battle, yes?
Alright, what can you tell me about the Main?
Akuzri, as the Main, is the spiritual leader of the Khajiit people. Garashri, the speaker for the Main, does most of the actual governing. He was the one who signed the Elden Accord, after all.
What happened to him?
Dark moons. Shazah has no idea. Akuzri was a wise and gentle soul.
Dude, I love her
He led
robe.
our
It's got
people
like
with a deft claw and
embroidery
always
all on it.
deferred to Garashri in
Shoulder
political
pads are a bit
matters.
much, but
This one grows cold at the thought of a future without him.
right.
I'm with you.
I'll be right back.
Strange how this one feels an instant connection with you. Fast friendships formed in battle, yes?
Okay. Is there a waypoint down there? But I think it was just one of those false waypoints. Just come down here, and then we'll lead you to the next place. Here we go.
Children of
Oh, I
Lothar,
missed.
be gone! I can see why the ancients locked these things away.
The heart of Morkaj sees you redeemed.
Oh, he's happy about this. Oh, probably because we're questing in his like birthland or whatever.
That is one. Now let's head to the next site.
Yes, ma'am. Like, just, you'll notice I'm just, like, I can just keep pulling all these things. I can have 10, 12 mobs on me, and it's not gonna matter. Let's pull all of this over here. It's not even gonna budge my health. I don't have to block. I don't have to, like, not gonna block. Like, oh, my health budged a tiny little bit. Level up. Like, that's the thing. Like, obviously, if you prefer third person, do third person. But you don't have, like, you don't have to worry about any of the stuff on the ground. And I love every moment of it. Where do I want to put my points? Yep, plus you regen. Yep. High elf skills. Light armor. Destructive staff. Storm calling. Dark magic. Oh, I got a point I can hold on to because I don't need it. So. It's like they're knocking me down. Oh, big deal. Also, companions. Companions didn't exist at launch. Dude, companions. I mean, and that's the same as every other game. Like, Lord of the Rings Online, they added landscape companions. EverQuest 2 added mercenaries. EverQuest 1 added mercenaries.
Return them to the shadow.
Like, it's great for solo players because you could just decimate all the solo content.
Only one remains.
Seal the northern corruption. Da, da, do, 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 do. Hello.
A blessed bounty for potion making.
Sharklaw! Let's see this done. They're worse than the Colovians were. Be gone, spirit!
Spider silk hat.
Well done. Let's head to the central tree. There I can force out the rest.
Ooh, I got a weekly endeavor completed by sheer accident. Check back next week.
This should feel for Grimwatch for now. The first main? Incredible.
You have done well, traveler. Stand beside Shazar, struggling against the darkness. You have taken your first steps down a difficult path.
Who are you?
This one is as Shazar named him. I am Ridta Ridata, the first main. I have returned to watch over my people. The line of mains in danger, and this one felt his presence would help to light the path.
Oh, so maybe the one that's currently the main is not the actual main?
The Dromathra, Akuzri, the champions, all are part of a whole.
Oh.
What lies ahead will require blood and steel and courage to overcome.
Okay, what do we do?
Pass through the flames. They will not harm you. Not you, of all people. Within the temple, you will find the source of the darkness. Destroy it, and you will return control of the fort to those who live in the light.
Consider it done.
Receive the touch of the first maid, and exult in the moonlight.
That light. The first main. What did he say? What did he want?
He said I could pass through some flames?
Bright moons be praised. The fire barrier into the temple. My sister Kali led some of the remaining soldiers down into the temple below the fort. She was cut off when a barrier of dark flame went up.
Where do I go?
The entrance to the temple is below, in the rift formed when the main tore at the ground. Find Kali and see what you can do. Shazza will do what she can to aid the soldiers here before she follows.
Okay. Pass through the dark fire barrier. That's going to be for next time, everybody. I need to head out and get some breakfast and get cleaned up. I've got a dentist appointment in about an hour and a half. I'll be back at some point. I think the plan is, if I feel good when I get back from the dentist, because I think we're going to the dentist and then I think we're going to the supermarket after that. So it just depends on how I feel when I get back. If I'm up for it when I get back, we're just going to roll into an Arc Raiders stream. But if I end up taking a nap before that, I'll probably come back and play Cyberpunk 2077 this afternoon. It is just going to depend on how I feel whenever I decide to do the next stream. But there will be another stream today, so hopefully we'll see you then. If you're watching on Twitch, TikTok, or Kick right now, don't forget to get over to YouTube because everything in between the streams happens over there. I play a lot of games. This is the day job. We do movie reviews, TV show reviews, all that stuff as well. There's a Homestead channel if you like cats and ducks and chickens. There's a Discord, all the social medias. There's a Patreon page. I write fantasy and science fiction. I do a lot of shit. Stay tuned for all the things, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.